In this problem, we have to solve the given inequality when the x is a natural number and when x is an integer. Let us solve it now. The given inequality is 24x less than 100. Now let us divide both sides of the inequality by 24. Then we get x less than 100 by 24. On further simplification, we get x less than 25 by 6. So that implies x less than 4 point something. It's approximately 4.17. That means in the first case, we have to find out all natural numbers which are less than 4.17. So in the first case, since x is a natural number, so the solution for this is x will take the values 1, 2, 3 and 4. So the solution set is 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now in the second part, here x is an integer. When we say x is less than 4.17, then we get 4, 3, 2, 1. Don't get surprised when I am writing from right to left, because left side we get infinite values and all negative values we get here. So therefore the solution set is -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. That means we get all infinity negative values, along with them 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. In the given inequality, we have to find out the value of x when x is a natural number and when x is an integer. Let us find out the solution for this. Now the given inequality is -12x is greater than 30. Let us divide both sides of the inequality by -12. So when we write -12x by -12 greater than 30 by -12. Remember, when you are dividing both sides of an inequality with a negative quantity, then this symbol changes. Now this will be x. Now the greater than will be less than, and 30 by -12 can be written as -5 by 2. That means x less than -2.5. So the value of x, first case is that x is a natural number. But since there is no natural number, less than -2.5, therefore this inequality has no solution. Now let's see the second part. X is an integer. Now given solution we got it x less than -2.5. Now less than -2.5 integers are -3, -4, -5, -6 and so on. So therefore the solution set is -3, -4, -5, -6 and so on up to infinity. In this problem, we have to solve the given inequality when x is an integer and when x is a real number. Let us see the solution for this now. The given inequality is 5x minus 3 less than 7. Let us add 3 on both sides. Then we get 5x less than 7 plus 3 is 10, and let us divide both sides by 5. Then we get x less than 2. Now in the first case, x is an integer. When x is less than 2, then x will be, when x is an integer here in this case, x will be minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0 and 1. So therefore, the solution set is now let's see the second part, wherein x is a real number. When x is less than 2, then the solution is x belongs to minus infinity to 2, and this has to be an open interval as this is only less than symbol. In this problem, we have to solve the given inequality when x is an integer and when x is a real number. Let us see the solution for this now. The given inequality is 3x plus 8 is greater than 2. Let us subtract 8 from both sides. We get 3x greater than 2 minus 8 is minus 6. And now let us divide both sides by 3. And we get x greater than minus 2. Now let us take the first condition where x is an integer. Then x greater than minus 2. Then x will be equal to minus 1, 0, 1, 2 and so on. So therefore, the solution set is minus 1, 0, 1, 2 and so on. Let's see the second condition now. It says that x is a real number. The solution is x greater than minus 2. Now the x belongs to minus 2 because I have used open interval here because it is only greater than, and to positive infinity. So therefore the solution set is in this problem, we have to solve the given inequality for the real values of x. Let us see the solution for this. The given inequality is 4x plus 3 less than 6x plus 7. Let us subtract 3 on both sides. We get 4x less than 6x plus 7 minus 3. On further simplification, we get 4x less than 6x plus 4. Now let us subtract 6x from both sides. We get 4x minus 6x less than 4, and here we get minus 2x less than 4. Now let us divide both sides by minus 2. Here I get x and here I will get minus 2, but when you are dividing an inequality both sides by a negative quantity, this symbol changes. Now here it is less than, now it will be greater than. So that implies x belongs to minus 2 to infinity. As the symbol is only greater than, therefore we use the open interval. So let us write the solution set is minus 2 to infinity. Solve the inequality 3x minus 7 greater than 5x minus 1 for the real values of x. Let us see the solution for this now. The given inequality is 3x minus 7 greater than 5x minus 1. Now let us add 7 on both sides. Then we get, here 7 gets cancelled and you get 3x greater than 5x minus 1 plus 7. And now let us subtract 5x on both sides. We get here 3x minus 5x greater than 6, and this will give us minus 2x greater than 6. Now let us divide both sides. By minus 2. So that means when you are dividing both sides of an inequality with the negative, then the symbol of the inequality will change. Then you get minus 2x by minus 2 and greater than 6 by minus 2. Now the result will be, this is x and this is minus 3, but this symbol will change to less than. Now the solution for this set is x belongs to, and this is only less than, therefore we get open interval, and less than minus 3 will give us minus infinity to minus 3, and at this is less than symbol, therefore we have to use the open interval. This is the end of the solution. Solve the inequality 3 into x minus 1 is less than or equal to 2 into x minus 3 for the real values of x. Let us see the solution for this. It's given that 3 into x minus 1 is less than or equal to 2 into x minus 3. On simplifying this, we get 3x minus 3 less than or equal to 2x minus 6. Now let us add 3 on both sides. We get here 3x less than or equal to 2x minus 6 plus 3. Now 3x less than or equal to 2x minus 3. Now let us subtract 2x on both sides so that you get all x terms to the left hand side. You get 3x minus 2x less than or equal to minus 3, and this is x less than or equal to minus 3. Now therefore the solution set is x belongs to minus infinity because less than minus 3 to minus 3, and it also includes a minus 3 here. You can see is equal to here. So therefore it is right closed set. This is the end of the solution. Solve the inequality 3 into 2 minus x is greater than or equal to 2 into 1 minus x for the real values of x. Let us see the solution for this problem now. The given inequality is 3 into 2 minus x is greater than or equal to 2 into 1 minus x. On simplifying this, we get 6 minus 3x is greater than or equal to 2 minus 2x. Now let us add 2x on both sides. We get here 6 minus 3x plus 2x is greater than or equal to 2 because minus 2x plus 2x gets cancelled. Now let us subtract 6 from both sides. We get here, this is minus 3x plus 2x is minus x greater than or equal to 2 minus 6, which will give us minus x greater than or equal to minus 4. Now let us multiply both sides with minus 1. Then minus 1 into minus x is x, minus 1 into minus 4 is 4, and as we know that when an inequality is multiplied with a negative quantity on both sides, then this symbol changes. Now it will be lesser than or equal to 4. Now therefore the solution of the inequality is, it is less than 4, therefore it is minus infinity, and it is equal to 4, therefore we get closed interval on the right hand side. In this question, we have to solve the inequality x plus x by 2 plus x by 3 is less than 11, where x is a real number. Let us see the solution for this problem now. Given that x plus x by 2 plus x by 3 is less than 11, on simplifying the left hand side, we get 6x plus 3x plus 2x is less than 11, that is 11x by 6 is less than 11. Now multiplying both sides, by 6 by 11, and we get x, here 11 by 6 and 6 by 11 gets cancelled, and we get x less than 11 into 6 by 11, and we get x less than 6. Now the solution is, as x is less than 6, it is minus infinity to it is 6, and it is only less than 6, therefore we get open interval on the right hand side. In this question, we need to solve the given inequality for any real value of x. Let us see the solution for this now. The given inequality is x by 3 is greater than x by 2 plus 1. Let us simplify the right hand side of this inequality. We get x plus 2 by 2. Now as a LCM of 3 and 2 is 6, so therefore let us multiply both sides by 6. Then we get x by 3 is multiplied by 6 greater than x plus 2 by 2 is multiplied by 6. Then on simplification we get 2x, here we get just cancelling them, greater than, this is 3 times of x plus 2 will give us 3x plus 6. Now on subtracting 3x from both sides, we get 2x minus 3x greater than 6. This will give us minus x greater than 6. Now to get the value of x, we have to multiply both sides by minus 1. This will give us minus 1 into minus x is x, and right hand side we get 6. And when you are multiplying the inequality on both sides with a negative number, then this symbol changes. Here it is greater than and this will be less than. So the solution of the given inequality is minus infinity to minus 6, but as this is only less than symbol, we have to take rather open interval. In this problem, we have to solve the given inequality for the real values of x. Let us see the solution for this now. To solve this inequality, let us cross multiply. So this will be 3 into 3 is 9 into x minus 2 is less than or equal to 5 into 5 is 25 into 2 minus x. And on further simplification, we get 9x minus 18 is less than or equal to 50 minus 25x. Now let us add 18 on both sides so that this minus 18 gets cancelled, and we get 9x less than or equal to 50 plus 18 is 68 minus 25x. Now from this right hand side we have to eliminate this minus 25x. So let us add 25x on both sides. So this will give us 34x less than or equal to 68. And now to get the value of x, let us divide both sides by 34. And we get x less than or equal to, here 68 by 34 will be 2. So therefore the solution of the equation, the inequality, is x belongs to, it is less than 2, therefore minus infinity to 2, and we can observe that there is an equality symbol also here, therefore it's a right closed set. Let us solve the given inequality for the real values of x. Let us try to understand the solution now. Here is the given inequality and we have to find out the value of x. Let us simplify the left hand side first, which will be 3x by 10 plus 2, because I am multiplying with half, greater than or equal to, here x by 3 minus 2. And now let us take the LCM in the left hand side and simplify. We get 3x plus 20 by 10 greater than or equal to x minus 6 by 3. Now let us cross multiply them now. We get 3 into 3x plus 20 greater than or equal to 10 into x minus 6. Now let us multiply them and simplify. We get 9x plus 3 into 20, we get 60 greater than or equal to 10x minus 60. And now we have to see that the number should be eliminated from the left hand side. So let us subtract 60 on both sides. Then we get here 9x and 60 is subtracted, so this gets cancelled. Greater than or equal to 10x minus 60 and another minus 60. This will be 9x greater than or equal to 10x minus 120. Now we have to get this minus 10x this side because all x variables should be in the left hand side. So subtract 10x both sides. Then what will we get here? 9x minus 10x greater than or equal to, here 10x gets cancelled, we are left with only minus 120, and left side we get minus x greater than or equal to, right side we get minus 120, but we want to get only plus x here. So what shall we do here? Let us multiply both sides by minus 1. Here we have to be little careful when you are multiplying an inequality with a negative number. Here minus x into minus 1 will be x, and minus 120 with minus 1 will be 120, but when you are multiplying both sides with a negative number, the symbol will be changed. So when it is greater than or equal, here it will be lesser than or equal. This is a key point while solving these kind of solutions. So the solution of the given inequality is x belongs to, as it is real number, we will have minus infinity until 120. And observe that while writing the solution, you observe here it is only less than or equal to is there. If equal to is there, it is closed interval. Let us solve the given inequality for real values of x. Let us see the solution now. Now let us try to simplify the given inequality, which will give us 4x plus 6 minus 10 less than 6x minus 12. On simplification, we get 4x minus 4 less than 6x minus 12. Now let us add 4 on both sides, because if we add 4 on both sides, this minus 4 plus 4 gets cancelled. So we get 4x in the left hand side and 6x minus 12 plus 4. This will give us 4x less than 6x minus 8. Now this 6x also should be cancelled. So subtract 6x on both sides. So we get 4x minus 6x less than minus 8. So this will give us minus 2x less than minus 8. Now let us divide both sides by minus 2, because the coefficient of x is minus 2 here. Then what will we get here? It will give us x, and here it will give us 4, but don't forget to change the symbol as we are simplifying with the negative number. So here it is less than, and it will be now greater than. Now how will we write the solution? The solution of the given inequality is x belongs to, this is greater than 4, that is all positive numbers you get, so which is 4, and the 4 is not included, therefore it is open 4, and all infinite positive numbers. Solve the given inequality for the real values of x. Let us see the solution for this now. For the given inequality, let us simplify this both sides. Here we get 37 minus 3x minus 5 greater than or equal to 9x minus 8x plus 24. On further simplification, we get 32 minus 3x is greater than or equal to x plus 24. Now let us subtract 32 from both sides, and we get here minus 3x, here 32 gets cancelled, greater than or equal to x plus 24 minus 32. Now let us subtract x from both sides, and we get minus 3x minus x greater than or equal to minus 8, and this will give us minus 4x greater than or equal to minus 8. Now to get the solution for x, let us divide both sides by minus 4. Then if we divide minus 4x with minus 4, we get x, and if we divide minus 8 with minus 4, we get 2. But remember one thing, when you are dividing an inequality both sides with a negative quantity, then the symbol changes. Now the solution is x belongs to minus infinity to 2, and here it is x is equal to 2 is there, therefore we close the right side of the interval there. Let us solve the given inequality for real values of x. Let us see the solution for this now. To solve the inequality, let us simplify this inequality first, which is x by 4 less than, here we'll take the LCM, which is 15, so 5 into 5x minus 2 minus 3 into 7x minus 3, and on further simplification we get x by 4 less than, let us write this fraction now, which is 25x minus 10 minus 21x plus 9 by 15, and if we simplify further we get 4x minus 1 by 15. Now let us cross multiply them. We get 15 into x, 15x is less than 4 into 4x minus 1. This will give us 15x less than 16x minus 4. Now by subtracting 16x from both sides, we get 15x minus 16x is minus x less than minus 4. Now let us multiply both sides. By minus 1, and we get x, and when we multiply minus 4 with minus 1 we get 4, and the symbol is changed because we are multiplying with the negative quantity. So this less than symbol will be greater than now. So the solution is x belongs to 4, infinity. And since we have only greater than symbol here, we have open interval. Let us solve the given inequality for the real values of x. Let's see the solution now. Let us simplify the inequality first to solve it. So that is 2x minus 1 by 3, and in the right hand side we'll take the LCM to simplify the fractions. The LCM is 20 here, so this is 5 into 3x minus 2 minus 4 into 2 minus x, and on a further simplification we get 2x minus 1 by 3, here 15x minus 10 minus 8 plus 4x by 20. Now on further simplification we get 2x minus 1 by 3 greater than or equal to 15x plus 4x is 19x minus 18 by 20. Now let us cross multiply them. We get 20 into 2x minus 1 greater than or equal to 3 into 19x minus 18. Here we get 40x minus 20 is greater than or equal to 57x minus 54. Now let us add 20 on both sides because here is minus 20, so that they both get cancelled. So we are left with 40x greater than or equal to 57x, and 20 is added to minus 54 will give us minus 34. Now let us subtract 57x from both sides. Here we get 40x minus 57x greater than or equal to minus 34, and this will give us minus 17x greater than or equal to minus 34. You can see the coefficient of x is minus 17, therefore let us divide both sides by minus 17. We get x here, and here when minus 34 is divided by minus 17 we get 2, and when we are dividing with the negative number the inequality symbol changes. So it will be x less than or equal to 2. Now the solution is minus infinity to 2, and here it is x is equal to 2, therefore we will close this interval. In this problem, we have to solve the given inequality, and the solution needs to be shown on the number line. Let us see the solution now. So the given inequality is 3x minus 2 less than 2x plus 1. Now to solve this inequality, let us add 2 on both sides. Here we get 3x, because minus 2 plus 2 gets cancelled, less than 2x plus 1 plus 2. This will give us 3x less than 2x plus 3. Now let us subtract 2x from both sides. Here we get 3x minus 2x less than 3, because 2x gets cancelled here. Here we get x less than 3. Now the solution of this inequality is x belongs to, as x is less than 3, then it takes minus infinity to 3, and here only less than symbol is there, so we have open interval. Now let us show this with the help of a number line. Now here is a number line, and we have to represent this solution on the number line. As it shows that the left side is negative infinity, that means all these solutions toward this side, and from where the solution starts, from 3. That means let us draw a line from 3. This orange line shows that all these numbers towards this are solutions. And when we say this is an open interval, that means 3 is not included in the solution. So therefore we will just draw one circle like this. This shows that all the solutions towards this side are the solutions of the given inequality, and this empty circle shows that the 3 is not a part of the solution. Let us solve this inequality, and we also show the solution on the number line. To simplify this given inequality, let us add 3 on both sides. Because here minus 3 is there, so that if I add 3 on both sides, they get cancelled. we have to check in that way, then we have to take a decision which needs to be added or subtracted. So we get here 5x greater than or equal to 3x minus 5 plus 3. Then on simplification we get 5x greater than or equal to 3x minus 2. And now this variable should come into the left hand side. So let us subtract 3x on both sides. Then we get here 5x minus 3x greater than or equal to minus 2, because 3x gets cancelled. Here we get 2x greater than or equal to minus 2. Now to get only x here, what we need to do? We have to divide both sides by 2. And here we get x greater than or equal to minus 1. And the solution is x belongs to, here x is greater than minus 1. So it is minus 1. As you know that it also includes minus 1, therefore we'll take a closed interval and up to infinity. Now let us show this on the number line. Now in this number line we have to check the solution, which says that minus 1 to infinity. The infinity is right side here, so from minus 1 we have to check towards the right side. That is from minus 1 towards the right side, because the infinity is the right side here. And now let us observe this. This minus 1 is a closed left side here. So here we have to draw a circle which should be thick. This thick circle shows that this minus 1 is also part of the solution. Let us solve the given inequality and represent the solution on the number line. Let us see the solution now. Now the given inequality is 3 into 1 minus x less than 2 into x plus 4. To solve this, let us simplify them first, which is 3 minus 3x less than 2x plus 8. Now to get rid of 3 here, we have to subtract 3 on both sides. Subtract 3 both sides. And we get, here 3 minus 3 gets cancelled, so it is only minus 3x in the left hand side, less than 2x plus 8 minus 3, which will give us minus 3x less than 2x plus 5. Now this variable also should be removed from right hand side. So what we need to do here, let us subtract 2x on both sides. Here we get minus 3x minus 2x less than 5. So this will give us minus 5x less than 5. Now the coefficient of x is minus 5. Therefore let us divide both sides by minus 5. So what shall we get here? When we divide minus 5x with minus 5, we get x, and 5 with minus 5, we get minus 1. But very important thing is, when you are dividing both sides of an inequality with a negative quantity, the symbol of the inequality changes. So therefore the solution is x belongs to, here it is greater than minus 1, therefore minus 1 to infinity. And the solution does not include minus 1, therefore we take left side also open. Now let us represent the solution on number line. Now look at the solution. The left side is -1. So select the -1. And this is an open interval towards -1. So we will draw one circle here. And it is right side is infinity. Therefore your number line solution on the right side. So the solution will be towards this side from -1. And don't forget to represent here the hollow circle or a closed circle depends upon the solution here. In this question, we have to solve the given inequality and we need to show the solution on the number line. Let us see the solution for this. The given inequality is x by 2 greater than or equal to 5x minus 2 by 3 minus 7x minus 3 by 5. Let us simplify this, which is x by 2 greater than or equal to, here we'll take the LCM, which is 15. So this is 25x minus 10 and this will be minus 21x plus 9. Now on further simplification, we get x by 2 greater than or equal to 25 minus 21, this is 4x minus 1 by 15. Now let us cross multiply them. We get 15x greater than or equal to 8x minus 2. Now let us subtract 8x from both sides. We get 7x is greater than or equal to minus 2. Now let us divide both sides by 7. So we get x greater than or equal to minus 2 by 7. So that implies x belongs to a set which has minus 2 by 7 up to infinity, and this is open right side but left closed because it is greater than or equal. So the solution set of the given inequality is minus 2 by 7 comma infinity. Here this is the right open interval. Now we need to show this using the graph on the number line. Now we need to show this solution on the number line. So minus 2 by 7 will be approximately minus 0.3. So the minus 0.3 will be somewhere here, and it is greater than minus 2 by 7. So therefore all the values will be towards this side. And since it is greater than or equal to, therefore here we get a closed circle. Because minus 2 by 7 also includes in the solution. In this question, we have to find out the minimum number of marks a student scored in the third test to get the average at least 60 marks, and it is also given to us the marks scored in the first 2 unit tests also. Let us see the solution for this now. As we can see, we need to find out the marks in the third test. That means that is an unknown in this. So let us assume the marks in the third test as x. So his average score is 70 plus 75. These two are the marks in the first 2 tests, and the third test marks are x divided by 3, which will be 145 plus x by 3. But according to the question, the average should be at least 60 marks. So average marks is at least 60 marks. So that means this average, that is 145 plus x by 3, should be greater than or equal to 60. Now by cross multiplying, we get 145 plus x is greater than or equal to 180, and by subtracting 145 from both sides, we get x greater than or equal to 180 minus 145. That implies we get x greater than or equal to 35. So that means Ravi must score at least 35 marks in the third test. So that the average will be at least 60 marks. In this question, it is given that the Sunita's marks in the first 4 examinations are 87, 92, 94 and 95, and we have to find out the minimum number of marks Sunita has to score in the 5th examination to get grade A. Then what is grade A here? To receive grade A, one must obtain an average of 90 marks or more. Let us see the solution for this now. As marks in the 5th examinations are unknown, let us assume that the marks in 5th examination as x. Now let us find out the average of all 5 tests now, which is 87 plus 92 plus 94 plus 95, and in the 5th test there are x marks by 5. This will give us 368 plus x by 5, and to get grade A it should be 90 marks or more. So as per the problem, the average should be greater than or equal to 90 to get grade A. That means 368 plus x by 5 is greater than or equal to 90. On cross multiplication, we get 368 plus x greater than or equal to 450. So by subtracting 368 on both sides, we get x greater than or equal to 82. So that means we can say here that Sunita has to score a minimum of 82 marks to get the grade A. Now in this question, we have to find out all pairs of consecutive odd positive integers such that both of them are smaller than 10 and their sum is more than 11. Let us do that now. Let two consecutive odd positive integers be x and x plus 2. You know that the two consecutive odd positive integers will have a difference of 2. Now according to the problem, this x, the two numbers should be smaller than 10, that means x should be less than 10, and x plus 2 is also less than 10, and x plus x plus 2, that sum should be more than 11. So we found the three conditions here. By solving these three inequalities, we get the values of x and x plus 2. Now let us solve these three inequalities simultaneously. The first one, x less than 10, we write as it is. Here by subtracting 2 on both sides, we get x less than 10 minus 2, and here it can be written as 2x plus 2 greater than 11. Now on further simplification, we get x less than 10 and here x less than 8. That means this x less than 10 is eliminated now, only x less than 8 remains. And here by subtracting 2 on both sides, we get 2x greater than 11 minus 2. Now we will not write this now because x is less than 8 and here x is less than 10. So we take only one of the two conditions, which is x less than 8. And 2x is greater than 9. This is x less than 8, and here let us divide both sides by 2, then we get x greater than 9 by 2, which is 4.5. That means if we look at the two conditions, that x should be more than 4.5 and it should be less than 8, and both numbers should be odd. Therefore, what should be the possibilities now? X is equal to 5 and 7. Now, when x is equal to 5, then x plus 2 will be 7. That means we got a pair which is 5, 7 satisfying the given conditions. Now when x is equal to 7, then x plus 2 will be 9. Now the required pairs of odd positive integers are, one pair is 5, 7 and other pair is 7, 9. Let us write that now. 5, 7 and 7, 9. In this problem, we have to find out a pair of consecutive even positive integers such that both of them are larger than 5 and their sum is less than 23. Let us find them now. Now let two consecutive even positive integers be x and x plus 2, as we know that the two consecutive even numbers always have the difference 2. Now according to the question, both of them are larger than 5. That means x should be greater than 5 and x plus 2 also should be greater than 5. And the third condition given is their sum is less than 23. That means x plus 2 should be less than 23. Now we will simplify them simultaneously, which is x greater than 5, and by subtracting 2 here on both sides we get x greater than 5 minus 2, and the third one will be 2x plus 2 is less than 23. Now on further simplification we get x greater than 5 and here we get x greater than 3. That means out of these two conditions we will choose only one of the two conditions, because x greater than 5 and x greater than 3, so we will consider this condition. And in this, by subtracting 2 on both sides, we get 2x is less than 23 minus 2 is 21. And we are taking only one condition now, that is x greater than 5. And here by dividing both sides by 2, we get x less than 21 by 2 is 10.5. That means here x should be greater than 5 and it should be less than 10.5, and both we have to select even positive integers. So therefore x takes the values of 6, 8 and 10. Now when x is equal to 6, then the other consecutive x plus 2 will be 8. So the first pair is 6 and 8. When x is 8, then the other number, which is x plus 2, is 10. That means the next pair is 8, 10. And the third one is when x is 10, then the other number will be 12. So the third pair is 10, 12. Now the required pairs of even positive integers are 6, 8 is one pair, and 8, 10 is second pair, and 10, 12 is the final pair. In this question, the longest side of a triangle is 3 times the shortest side, and the third side is given as 2 centimeters shorter than the longest side. If the perimeter of the triangle is at least, this is very important word in the question, at least 61 centimeters, then find the minimum length of the shortest side. Let us see the solution for this problem now. Now, when you read the question carefully, it says that the longest side is 3 times the shortest side, and the third side is 2 centimeters shorter than the longest side. That means the unknown one is the shortest side. So let the shortest side be x centimeters. Now the longest side is 3 times of the shortest side, that means 3x. And now the third side it is given that it is 2 centimeters shorter than the longest side. Here the longest side is 3x, therefore it is 3x minus 2 centimeters. Now let us find out the perimeter. We know that perimeter of triangle is sum of the 3 sides, that is x plus 3x plus 3x minus 2, which will be 7x minus 2 centimeters. But according to the question, the perimeter of the triangle is at least 61 centimeters. When we say at least, it should be greater than or equal to 61. So that implies 7x minus 2 should be greater than or equal to 61. Now by adding 2 on both sides, we get 7x is greater than or equal to 63. Now let us divide both sides of the inequality by 7 and we get x is greater than or equal to 9. But what is x here? X is the shortest side. So therefore we can say the minimum length of the shortest side is 9 centimeters. This is the end of the solution. In this problem, one single piece of board of length 91 centimeters is made into 3 parts. The second length is 3 centimeters longer than the shortest, and the third length is twice of the shortest length. Then what are the possible lengths of the shortest board we need to find? And the condition given to us is the third piece is to be at least 5 centimeters longer than the second. Let us see the solution for this now. If we read the question carefully, the second length is to be 3 centimeters longer than the shortest and third length is twice as the shortest. That means shortest is unknown here. Let the length of the shortest piece be x centimeters. And now length of the second piece which is 3 centimeters longer than the shortest, therefore it is x plus 3 centimeters. And the length of the third piece is twice as long as the shortest, that means 2x. Now the total length is 91 centimeters. Therefore sum of these 3 lengths should be lesser than or equal to 91. That is x plus 3 plus 2x should be lesser than or equal to 91. This will give us 4x plus 3 is less than or equal to 91. By subtracting 3 on both sides, we get 4x is less than or equal to 88. Dividing both sides by 4, we get x less than or equal to 22. This is the first condition. Now, also given the condition that the third piece is to be at least 5 centimeters longer than the second. Now, the third piece is 2x is greater than or equal to 5 centimeters longer than the second. That is, second length is x plus 3 plus 5. Now, if you simplify this, we get 2x greater than or equal to x plus 8. Now, if we subtract x from both sides, we get x greater than or equal to 8. This is the second condition. Now, from the two conditions, first and second, we have x should be greater than or equal to 8 and x should be less than or equal to 22. This implies x should be between 8 and 22. So that implies x belongs to 8, 22. It's a closed interval because 8 and 22 are also included. Now finally, the length of the shortest piece must be at least 8 centimeters, but not more than 22 centimeters.